Yo, what's going on, Darian? We've got two people that have clicked the link. Just a nice quick one on the way to work as per usual. Thanks for coming in. I'm sure we'll get another. Hey, Anth, how you going, bro? Good to see you, man. What's been keeping you busy, Anth? I'll try to take Bepe's sound advice from last time. I'm not going to be reading the comments too much, only if it's really safe to do so. Well, that's just the thing. And let's just keep in mind that this is my channel, so I get to say my thoughts and my opinions, and I'm sorry if they make some people upset. So what I'm about to say, I hope it doesn't come across as racist or whatever, but I believe that Juan Jesus should be investigated. I think that he should be banned. I think this sets a dangerous precedent for the future. You can't just pull the race card in the heat of the moment and then get away with it after a week and a half of investigating. So this is exactly like that Bananagate incident where everyone and their dog tried to incriminate us for waving bananas, but in a crowd of 75,000 people, 350 media cameras, 100 outlets and 200 microphones, no one could pin anything. Same way here with this Juan Jesus. 70,000 fans, 5 on-field officials, 10 out-of-field officials, hundreds of thousands of people replaying the footage, 3 dozen cameras on the pitch, 5 dozen cameras off the pitch, 50 different microphones around the stadium, and we can't get any closer to an outcome. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? If you get caught for shoplifting and they can't show you the CCTV footage, do you just accept the criminal conviction? What happens if you have a child and they come home from school one day and they go, "Daddy or Mummy, my teacher gave me detention for doing this, but I promise I didn't do it. It was actually Jack next to me and he's been doing it all term," and then he just says that it's me. What do? Do you look at your son and go, "Ah, man, you just got to cop it on the chin"? Or do you look at him and go, "Hold up, if you're saying that you didn't do it, let me have a word about this with your teacher"? We live in a day and age where if you want to play the victim, chances are you get labeled as correct before any investigating happens. And that's exactly what's happened here again. That's exactly what has happened here again. Now, if Acerbi is guilty of using these racial slurs, he should have been banned. But you cannot persecute, you cannot prosecute with no evidence. It's as simple as that. Where is the evidence? There has to be something that sheds light on this. Because it doesn't look like Juan Jesus is blowing it into the proportion that he should. I know he went back to the media and went, "Oh, I'm disappointed with the Acerbi, blah, 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 this." Bro, if he actually called you that word, you would be going to the media with all of your might behind you, all of your might going, nah, that absolute gronk is lying. He is lying. He is a liar. We need to stop this. Where's the pushback? Where's the Napoli precision? Where's Napoli pushing for this? There's nothing. It's a headline. It's a headline during international break to help the Juve fans and the Milan fans accept the fact that they've got nothing to say. Nothing. So let him keep going. I'm enjoying it. I did see his wife's post, but do you mind letting me know what it says, man? Because I was only able to read it in broken Italian this morning, Mattia. It also reminds me of the Materazzi, Zidane, the whole world assumed Marco was a racist thing. Look, at the end of the day, Materazzi did say something. Whether or not it was racial, we don't know. But at the end of the day, being verbally provocative is part of the game. You keep race out of it. And I believe that he did keep race out of it. If he didn't, prove me wrong. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I woke up this morning and saw some Juve fans are like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Inter are protected." Ma basta. Stop acting like you actually give a shit. Stop acting like you just found your moral compass this season for the first time ever because your football is that dire, your brand is that bad, that you think these off-field incidents deserve so much more mileage and time consumption than they actually do. Whatever happens to Acerbi is not going to help you against Lazio this weekend. It's not going to help Allegri, and it sure as help isn't going to help your fan base behind the scenes when the adrenaline wears off from this headline and you've all got nothing to complain about the next day. I saw the Milan official Twitter put up something that they stand for with Juan Jesus against racism. Stand with him for what? Nothing happened. Stop trying to deflect the fact that you are where you are. I work in an industry where discrimination, racism, sexism is so prevalent. I'll walk into school at 7:20 a.m. this morning, and straight off the bat, I will witness more discrimination than a lot of you will witness in your week/month. There is a lot of it. The filter is very small. I know what it looks like in the real world. I don't know what it looks and sounds like in Italy. I'll put my hand up and say it. I know it's broken. I know there's a broken system over there, and I know that the whole concept of racism being casual and swept under the rug is also prevalent. But at the same time, I need to point out the rival fans for doing everything in their power to try and distract this from our season. Like this has any bearing on 11 versus 11. Like this has any bearing on the ball being round. It doesn't. You're trying to convince yourself that it does. You can run from the headlines. You can hide from the headlines. You cannot run from your fixtures. You cannot run from your results. You cannot run from your points tally. You cannot run from your goal difference. You can't run from it. Keep trying, plebs. If Acerbi is fully cleared by the end of the day, and I do think it will be, because it took a week and a half for them to realize they've got nothing, so it'll probably be cleared by the end of the day. I believe he will start against Empoli. And you know what? I'd give him the armband. Yeah, I said it. I'd give Acerbi the armband against Empoli. Rub it in everybody's face. You want to distract us? Bro, distract these nuts, man. Distract these nuts all across your face. I'm not interested in the sooking and the complaining. You all have your own objectives still to achieve. I know you've gone on your little renaissance the last week and a half because you're all pointing and laughing at us getting kicked out of the competition / club that you were denied entry to at the start of the night. You know, it's all well and good to point and laugh at the blokes who get kicked out of the club with no girls, but you didn't get into that club either. You've got that situation, you've got the banana situation, you've got our elimination from the Coppa Italia, and you've got this false flag racism now. Those are the 4 highlights for our rival fans this season. 2 false racism flags and 2 eliminations from cups that they're not going to win. Acerbi's wife. Cheers to all those who insult families and threaten the lives of children. To the keyboard warriors. 100%. And you want to talk keyboard warriors, Mattia? I know a lot of them the last week and a half, 2 weeks, that once again tried to play it off as though they were the incarnates of Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Their moral landscape is just superior. They're such good people. Nah, mate. I know when people pick and choose when they want to gear their moral compass in a positive light. I know when people pick and choose to gear their moral compass. And this is a great example of people being opportunistic to try and pretend that they care about something that they don't. That they care about something that they don't. Yeah, AC Milan account is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. To have absolutely no evidence whatsoever and to fly that flag just for a rivalry perspective is nothing short of just pathetic and embarrassing. Let him go. Let him go. The reason I'm happy about this outcome is because with the Champions League exit, the Napoli result, and this, we were taking a couple of blows. This will really galvanize the squad to come back together against Empoli. This will galvanize the squad to come back together against Empoli, go hard and try and get the right result. That's what I think will happen. That's what I hope will happen anyway. Guys, that was very short for me this morning. I have to go to work and I need to stop and get some gasoline. called it gasoline, not petrol, because I know people watching will probably use that term more. Thank you for joining me on a very short live drive. It was only 11 minutes, but rather than press record and upload, I figured it was just good to get this out there as soon as possible. The pre-Empoli thoughts are simple. If Acerbi does not receive a ban, start him in the middle. Start him in the middle and make sure that he's given the nod of confidence from the club. Grande, my brother, Uncle Shama. I'm not too sure if you've put out a video on this, but I'll be looking for it. I'll be looking for your response from this because I'm curious to hear your thoughts, man. I know you're probably like me in the sense that, you know, we never condone any of this sort of stuff like that, but we weren't born yesterday. We weren't born yesterday. I know an agenda when I see it. So, Forza Inter, Forza Uncle Shama. Ciao ragazzi.